Hello, Math 96. This is the agenda for December 14th through December 17th for final exam week. This is the directions for final exam week video. Please listen for the directions to how to proceed for final exams. And then see you next year. So what that means is we return on Monday, January 4th. So I will see you then. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that I didn't want you to think that I just wasn't on the Google Meets this week for just any old reason. I just wanted you to know that I want you to take your final exams for Math 96 seriously. I had a death in my family. I took care of my mom for many years, and so I wasn't able to. She just passed this weekend, and I wasn't able to make the Chapter 3 test like we had planned on. So I changed Miss Ballard in the math department helped me, and we just changed up, and I'm going to give you a little bit different kind of final exam because I didn't obviously have the time to make something for Chapter 3. So I do want to say thank you very much for everyone who participated last week during the live sessions when we went over those review. As your math teacher, it's very rewarding to know that you've worked hard to do your 2x2 and 3x3 eliminations, and I appreciate all your participation last week. And so let me go ahead and proceed here with what we're going to do for this week for you, okay? Thank you, you guys. So please listen to this entire video for directions regarding how to answer the final exam questions and how you will receive points for the final exam. There will be a question about each chapter of your white notebook and the work that we did. So use pages 6 through 12 when you discuss chapter 1, pages 14 to 26 when you discuss chapter 2, and pages 28 to 36 when you discuss chapter 3. So now listen, pay attention, okay? Do not use the word it. You need to be specific and use math words. So when you're writing for mathematical or scientific writings, like when you get to college, you want to be short and specific. So don't use the word it. Don't say something like, it was easy for me. What was easy for you? It doesn't tell me anything. But if you say, solving an equation when the equation has fractions in it was easy for me, or maybe for you that was hard. We did that in chapter 1, right? So instead of saying it was easy for me, you would say solving an equation that had fractions in it instead of the word it is how you're going to get a good grade, okay? So avoid the word it, um, the thing. Don't say anything like that, okay? So how do I get the math words, Miss Artofer? You do this by using the math words that are printed in the white notebook. Also, do not use slang. For example, do not use CUZ, cause. Use the word because. Do not use the letter U. Use the word YOU. So you will be graded on using proper English sentence structure and words and your ability to convey what you've learned over this semester. Okay, and I'll talk more about that and give you some examples. So listen to this whole video, okay? Okay, let's try and advance here. Okay, so here's an example. Now I just took an image of a page that we skipped in the notebook. But this is what a page in your notebook looks like. And we skipped this page so that way there was no conflict there. So here I wrote an example. The work we did on page number so-and-so, and you need to fill in that page number, okay? At the time that I did this, I did not have the page handy, but you need to fill this in. Make sure you fill it in, okay? Fill in the page number. So I'll read it again. The work we did on page so-and-so for solving special case solutions was easy for me to understand because the work was the same to solve that we've been doing. I just needed to remember how true-false answers changed to no solution or infinitely many solutions in the final answer. So that's a nice way to express yourself with math words. That would be acceptable. I'll come back to this to show you where I found all of those math words, but let me show you something that would receive no points. Here's the same page, and if you write to me, the work we did on page so-and-so was easy. I like that work because it was easy. So here we're using the word it. You're not even describing what you're doing, and this response will receive no points. So if you write like this, you'll receive no points. I'm just going to write that out. Okay. Now let me show you on the one that is a much better response. Where did I get these words from? And I'm just going to go to a highlighter here. So it says the work we did on the page for solving special cases. See where I found that? So it's like the title. So that's how you can use the words. That's what we were doing. It was easy for me to understand because the work was the same to solve. Where did I get that from? Right here. Solve each system. And even the word elimination is in there. And then also things like finding the final answer. How do you see, in this case, I talked about infinitely many solutions or no solution. So do remember that you can go back. Up here at the top of each page are what your steps were. We wrote those down, right? Whoops, I'm sorry about that. I was trying real hard to get a pencil to come up, but it wouldn't come up. There we go. So remember to look at your steps in the top of the page and the directions for each problem. And that's how you get the words, the math words to write to me, okay? And I have some more suggestions coming up here. So take your time. The Otis assessment is open until December 17th, Thursday. So you have adequate time to write well. Look through the pages of your notes one chapter at a time. Find the examples that were easy and the examples that were challenging. So actually read the problem and look at your work. Take out paper. This is probably one of the most important things. The most important thing I could tell you to get a good grade is to take out a piece of paper. Handwrite your response before you type it into Otis. That way you can read it, revise it, and write a good final response into Otis for me to grade. Okay, that's probably the biggest thing I could tell you. So use the words in the steps, the directions, to help you with math words so you do not use the word it or of or the. So be specific. The math vocabulary words are printed right in your notes. You need to use them, okay? Do not plagiarize. Do not copy others' work. I will be running the answers through a computerized plagiarism catcher. So plagiarizing and copying will result in a fail score on this final exam assessment. Do your best to write to me, okay, about your learning in this assignment. Write to me about your learning for chapter 1, 2, and 3, and tell me about the good things and the more challenging things. Write with proper English structure that you have learned from your English teachers. Okay, I think one more. There we go. So this final exam is on my.otis.com. Make sure you use the big G for Google to log on. Please check your email all week and also over the December break. So you're looking for emails from me in case I have to talk to you about your grade or something, okay? And then all digital workbook images must include yourself in the images or no points will be given and no exceptions. So if you are not included in the images in your digital workbook, go back and redo those because otherwise I won't give points. No exceptions, okay? Email me if you want to do a retake on the Chapter 2 test this week. I will respond and open a retake test for you to do. So that's not a lot for me to do, and I will periodically check, okay? Once a day I will be checking my email. And if you're going to still need time to study for that chapter 2 retake, go back to week number 11, week number 11 in Google Classroom, and the reviews are there, the videos for you to review, okay? So I'll be grading the digital workbooks again. Turn in all your work, turn in all your late work for old digital workbooks, and I will add points to your Aries. Any questions, email me at srtopher. Make sure it goes to srtopher, not Miss Griffin, because Miss Griffith has the same first name as me, okay? Make sure it's srtopher. And I will get back to you for any questions that you have. Okay, I wish you guys the best break that you can have, and I'll see you in January. Okay.